We have so much new stuff to test out today. I'm so excited. So I have not quite a full face, but quite a lot of things that are new that I haven't tried yet. I have the new Dede Signature Chrome book, which is like all beautiful duochromes. She also gifted me a bunch of the multi-chromes. I have the new e.l.f. Soft Glam Foundation. I have the new Patrick Ta highlighter. I have the Milk Makeup Brow Gel. I have a lot. Clearly, I have a lot of stuff to test out. So that is what we're gonna do today. Hello and welcome if you're new here. My name is Rachel, and if you're not new here, thank you so much for coming back. I'm gonna link all of this stuff down below in the description box. I'm also gonna put everything else that I use on my face, even if it's not new. And as I'm using these products, let me know your thoughts. Did you also pick them up? What are your thoughts on them? Did you skip on them? Whatever it is, let me know what you're thinking, and let's do it. Let's start off with this. Listen, if you've been here before, you know I've been talking about this lip balm, and I'm so excited. It's the Summer Fridays Lip Butter Balm in the scent iced coffee. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. I live, breathe, and die for coffee. So I was really excited when they were coming out with an iced coffee flavor. I've always wanted to try this lip balm. So yeah, the packaging is very nice. It's huge as well. So I've not even opened this, smelled it, nothing. I wanted to give you my first reaction. It smells not like coffee. It smells like, ooh, this is gonna be really hard. Something very specific from my childhood. Let me put it on. It feels great. It does have a little bit of a coffee scent. Oh my gosh, it's delectable. It almost smells like some sort of baked good or some sort of candle my mom used to burn. My mom was a big Yankee Candle person. It feels amazing. So excited to have that. All right, so for the eyes, I'm so excited. I was gifted from Dede Signature some of their new shimmer shades. It's called their Glitz and Glam collection that's gonna be launching this coming Friday, July 12th at 7 a.m. Central Time. I'm in Eastern Time, so I will say 8 a.m. Eastern Time. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So this is the Chrome Book Volume 1. It is an entire like palette full of duochrome shadows, and it does come with a mirror as well. I just swatched these out. You're gonna see the swatches coming up here. Absolutely beautiful. I really love Dede Signature's shimmer formula. It is very smooth, very creamy. These are very creamy to the touch, and they give it that really beautiful sparkle. Some of them are a little bit more like topper shades where they have more of a, not a strong base color, and then some of them are more opaque. Really beautiful. I'm so excited to have these in my collection, and I'm sure it's going to pair very nicely with their Sweet Aesthetics palette, which I have used on camera before. This is their all matte palette that they came out with recently. The Chrome Book retails for $55. The Sweet Aesthetics all matte palette retails for $28. This one is currently available. And then there's also a few multi-chrome shadows that they're releasing. I believe there are 6 shades, but I was gifted 4 of them, which is beautiful. These are so stunning, like absolutely gorgeous. I'm very much looking forward to I kind of want to use one of these on my lid today, and then maybe use one of the like duochromes in the inner corner or something like that. But the multi-chrome shadows retail for $16.99 each. Actually, there are 8 different shades that they are releasing. And I do have a code with Dede Signature. It is Rachel, and it is affiliated if you want to use it to save. Thank you so much if you do. I do get a small kickback when you use it, but yeah. So let's start off with the Sweet Aesthetics matte palette. I want to keep it pretty simple. I want to go in with this mint green shade called Lily of the Valley and put this through my crease. And because it is a pastel, I'm going to use a little bit more of like a denser brush. Now I want to go in with the shade Eucalyptus, which is just a really beautiful, like deeper green, and put this in the outer corner. I don't think I'm gonna put the NYX glitter primer on my lid. I kind of just want to go in straight in with my finger because they're pretty darn creamy. They all have a green reflect in them. Like they have that green shift, which a lot of multi-chromes do. So I'm trying to decide which one to use. I think I'm gonna use this one. So this is DSM-04. It looks like it's very much like a kind of yellowy green that goes to a bluish green. I am not sure if I'm gonna be able to show that shift very well. There we go. There you can see the more like teal shift. I think that'll go good with these mattes, so. Look at that. Wow. That is incredible. Look at that. I definitely think I need a wing with this. So I'm gonna go ahead and draw wings, and I'm gonna come back and we're gonna test out this new e.l.f. foundation together. All right, I am back. I actually ended up priming my face a little bit with the Pacifica Vegan Collagen Skin Solve Primer. I'm almost done with this. It's my second one. So this is a primer I'm very familiar with. I wanted to use something that I know works because I'm about to use a foundation I've never used before, but my skin's feeling a little dry today. I am typically an oily skin type, but I would say the past, I don't know, maybe 6 months, my skin has been more normal to oily. So I did need a little extra moisture before going in. So we're gonna go in with the e.l.f. Soft Glam Satin Foundation. I did buy mine at Walmart in store because I wanted to look at the shades, and I'll be honest with you, I don't know if this is gonna match me. It might be okay. I thought it might be a little too light. I got the shade 24 Light Warm. The only, like, at least in store, the next option that was a warm, because they only have neutral, cool, and warm. The neutral is always way too pink on me, and the cool is even pinker. So warm might be a little orange, but I would rather it be a little orange than pink, if that makes sense. Anyway, so the next shade up that was warm looked way too dark. So it says buildable, just right coverage, and a long wearing satin finish. It's supposed to be a hydrating foundation. So I am going to use this with a sponge because when I swatched it on my hand, she felt kind of thick, which I don't love. I'm a little skeptical going into it. But I think if I use a sponge, it's gonna shear it out a little bit. I've not watched anybody's videos using this. I'm going in completely blank, but it is a little bit like creamy, I wanna say. So let's try it out and see. The color actually looks nice. I think if I have a little more of a tan, it's not gonna work, but at this moment, it looks like it probably will work for me. Let me know if you've tried this foundation, if you picked it up and what you think of it, and let us know in the comments what your skin type is. So actually it looks pretty good, like just on my first impression. So this is the side with the foundation, and this is the side without the foundation. So you can see. Color match is pretty good. It actually doesn't look that orange on me, which is nice. I did put a very thin layer though. And like around my nose and pore area, it does look a little makeup-y, but I mean, most foundations are gonna look that way. So let me put it onto the other side of my face and then I'll show you what it looks like. So that's what it looks like all over. The face actually looks pretty good. Now, like I said, I put a very small amount, like very thin layer, and I do have a discoloration mark here as I'm getting older from the sun. So you can see that it didn't like actually fully cover it up. It is a little more like a light to medium coverage, but with my very, very thin layer that I put on my face. But color-wise, it actually works pretty good. I am typically a olive undertone. Like if a foundation has an olive undertone offering, I'm gonna opt for that, or even yellow. But this warm color actually works fine. It doesn't look too orange on me, so. Okay, so far so good. Of course, I am gonna have to test this more. I'm gonna have to wear it throughout the day, etc., to let you know my full thoughts on it. It'll end up in a speed reviews in the future, but like first impression, just applying it looks pretty good. Okay, so I'm back. I put on some concealer powder. I did my brows a little bit. I finished up my eyes. All I did was I took the shade Eucalyptus, that green matte, and just like ran it along my lower lash line, and then I blended it out with Lily of the Valley. Just those same two mattes. And then in my waterline, I put the NYX Epic Wear Liner Stick in Intense Teal. And I stepped away from this big giant light and went to just like look at this foundation in different lighting. And I actually really like how it looks. I think it looks so nice. There is a little bit of that like glowiness to it, but it doesn't feel like greasy or sticky. My husband is cooking over here, so sorry if you can hear it. The show must go on, okay? So I want to put one of these dual chromes in my inner corner. That's what I'm thinking. All right, I don't know if this is gonna work, but we're just gonna try it. I want to go in with Citrine Sparkles down here and put that in the inner corner. I think that actually came out really pretty. That's pretty, I like that. All right, Lottie London actually sent me a couple of PR packages, which I'm very thankful for. I don't think I've never tried anything from Lottie London before. So I'm going to use the bronzer that they sent over. So this is the Sun-Kissed Coconut Scented Bronzer. Ooh, it does smell like coconut. Ooh, I love that. This is in the shade Sun Catcher. So looks like it'll be pretty. It looks like it has a little bit more like a reddish undertone. Let's give it a shot. It looks like it retails for $6.98, so that's really, really affordable. I'm gonna go in with this angled brush from Alamar Cosmetics. It looks like it's fully matte as well, which I like personally. I'm just gonna be very light-handed with this because I have no clue what the pigment level is here. Bringing it down the neck. Okay, I actually think it looks pretty. Easy to blend. I picked it up very lightly on the brush, so it wasn't like overly pigmented. I think if I really went in there though, this would have been very pigmented, but wow, that's beautiful. I like it. I like it so far. I'm gonna keep using it. This is where it's gonna get a little scary, okay? I bought 2 liquid blushes. I bought the one from ColourPop and I bought the one from Lunar Beauty. So I think I wanna use the ColourPop one today. Maybe I'll save this Lunar Beauty one for another video. But this ColourPop one I purchased myself. It's the liquid blush in the shade Super Shy. It retails for $10. I got it straight from the ColourPop website, but it is also available at Ulta Beauty. This packaging looks incredibly familiar. Okay, so let's try it. I'm gonna pick it up on the back of my hand and then go from the back of my hand onto my face. I never ever, let's say almost never ever draw these products straight onto my face. I'm too scared for that. So I just want to pick it up here. When I swatched it, it definitely seemed like a more glowy type of finish. I'm just going to use Aeon It Cosmetics Airbrush Flawless Complexion Brush. And I'm just going to work it into the brush from my hand, and let's do it. Okay, so that's very lightly pigmented. Let's try it again, putting more on the back of my hand. Pick it up again. Let's go on this side. There we go. That's a little bit better. Yeah, look at it's very, very glowy. It's a pretty pink color though. So yeah, my first impression is it's very glowy. Look, it looks very dewy on the skin. It didn't disrupt my foundation underneath, which is nice. Definitely with liquid blushes, in my experience, the best way I've found to prevent picking up the foundation underneath is don't overblend it. Because if you overblend it and keep going and going, eventually I find it does disrupt the foundation underneath. But yeah, it looks good. It's quite pigmented actually, like once I built it up a second time. I just said to don't overblend it, and then I almost started to overblend it. I'm cut off. Next product I want to try is the Patrick Ta highlighter. Now this went out of stock for a really long time, and I just happened to notice it come back in stock. I don't think I got the shade that I wanted, but I got the second best shade for me. This is in the shade Sugar. This is the Major Glow Cream and Powder Light Reflecting Highlighter Duo, longest name ever. So there is a cream highlighter and a powder highlighter. I have the blush palette he released, whatever year it was, where there was one pan of highlighter, and it wasn't the best thing I've ever tried, especially the liquid part, especially the cream part. It was more like Vaseline, and that is like, just upon swatching this, the cream part does feel a little Vaseline-y to me, which I'm not hyped about, but of course I'm gonna try it. So this does retail for $40. It's not cheap. It comes in 5, hey! It comes in 5 different shades, and this shade that I got is already out of stock. So typically with Patrick Ta, he suggests going in with the powder and then the cream. So I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna pick up a Sigma F03, and I'm gonna start with the powder first. The powder swatched nice. Wow. Okay. Wow. That's very, very bright. Oh my goodness. That almost looks like a metallic eyeshadow. Wow. That's insane. I'm not sure how I feel about that. That's very, very metallic. We're gonna trust the process. We're gonna move on. For this cream part, I'm gonna go in with my fingers. So let me pick it up. Yeah, this is very, very balmy. I'm a little nervous about this, but oh shoot. Let's give it a shot. I don't know that that did anything, but yeah, this is how I think I'm gonna use this. I don't think I'm gonna combine these two together. I certainly wouldn't put the cream first and then the powder, because this is very, very, very sticky. So I just don't feel like it's a good base product. I probably would use this top one more for when I'm like not wearing foundation. I'm wearing like just some concealer and some mascara, which with me is never. But if there was a day where I wanted just like a balmy, when I was in college, I used to wear Vaseline as a highlighter. And back then I didn't wear foundation, and it worked perfect because you got that like wet look on your cheek, but you weren't like having so many layers of makeup on your face. So that I can see with this balmy product, but the powder highlighter is very metallic. That is kind of crazy. I mean, it is pretty, but it's very 2017, 2018, very, and it's like very opaque. I don't know how I feel about this. I'm gonna have to keep using it and get back to you. Christina from Gourmande Girls messaged me. She saw my new makeup releases, and when she sent me the Peach Perfect palette, she actually sent me 2 of her lip oils, because I mentioned in that new makeup releases that I was like, I didn't know that Gourmande Girls had lip oils. And she said, do you want me to stick a couple lip oils in? And I said, absolutely. So she gave me 2 shades, Watermelon Sugar and Dusk. So I think I want to use this colored one called Dusk. They do have scents and they smell different. This one is like watermelon, big shocker. And Dusk, I'm having a hard time identifying smells lately, clearly. Almost smells like cinnamony. So I'm gonna line my lips really quick. Just with Charlotte Tilbury's Iconic Nude. Also gonna fill my lips in with this. And let's go on top with Dusk. It is like a pinky with like slight red in there. Looks like there's no shimmer or anything. Very nice. Super thin. More of a balmy texture, but it does give a little bit of shine. That's really pretty. I like that. All right, I'm gonna head off camera. I am going to, oh no, we have one more product. The one thing that I'm the most scared about, but also the most excited about. The Milk Makeup Kush High Roll Brow Tint in the shade Grind. So this is their new brow gel, and it's a tubing brow gel. How weird is that? I was very intrigued by this. I do sometimes get Milk Makeup PR, so I was waiting to see if I was gonna get this. I never did, so I decided just to pick it up myself. So this retails for $24. I did buy mine off of Sephora. It says that it is a high roll tubing technology. It wraps each brow hair for defined volume and water resistant wear. Interesting. Provides a creamy texture for flake-free definition, and it conditions and nourishes your brows so they stay soft. So I'm very excited. This is a very dark brown color. We're gonna give it a shot. I have already drawn in and like shaded in my brows with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz, just because I like to have a little definition, especially on my tail, but let's give it a shot. This is like a very funky plasticky wand, like a mascara wand. So I'm gonna make sure that there's not too much product. I'm going in very lightly as well with this. I'm very anxious to wash this off at the end of the day, because if it's a tubing product, it's supposed to come off in tubes like a tubing mascara. So I wonder if that's how it's gonna be. And something I look for in brow gels is I want hold. Like, I have pretty full brows. I like my brow hairs to be held in place. So I wonder if this is going to give me that hold. It's not really claiming to in the claims, but it definitely gave my brows some more darkness, which maybe my hair needs to be colored, so my brows look quite dark, and they look ginormous. They look ginormous. Look at, oh boy. Okay, so I'm going back through trying to like salvage the situation, and it's definitely feeling like, ooh, like very hard. Interesting. Wow. This may be a little too much for me with my full brows, but I think maybe if you have more sparse brows, this would really give you something, because look at what it did to my brows. I feel like Groucho Marx right now. So anyway, now I'm gonna go off camera. I'm gonna finish up the rest of my look, put on some lashes, get my hair together, and I will come back to show you the final look and just to give you my initial impressions on these products. All right, and this is the finished look. What do you think? I think it came out really cute, actually. So let me give you a rundown on maybe like my top favorite things I tried. This freaking multi-chrome. Is this the one I used? No. This one, DSM-04. Oh my, like, do you see this? I know you see it. Like, you can't miss it. This shimmer on the lid is so beautiful. It's super smooth, super opaque, not chunky. I didn't even need to use a glitter primer. In fact, I probably wouldn't use a glitter primer because of how emollient it is. It probably would crease on me. This, another favorite. I already know, like, I obviously only used one in my inner corner, but I really love this formula from Dede Signature. I've used it in the past, and I'm so excited to have a palette full of options. This lip balm, I thought about it. It smells like flavored iced coffee. I don't usually have flavor in my coffee. I would say 9 times out of 10 I don't, but I typically just like unflavored coffee. But this smells like I had a couple of pumps of like hazelnut or a couple of pops of like pecan or whatever in there. Really good though, and it feels delectable and glorious. I'm not so sure about this brow gel. It's a little intense for me and my brows. I do have full brows. They look a little intense. It also could be the color though. This is quite a dark color, but I will keep testing this. I could see this more for like if I just want to put brow gel and not fill in my brows with it, like on a quick day. Maybe. I'm just giving you my thoughts on everything. I said I was going to do my top favorites. I'm just giving you my thoughts on everything. This highlighter, I don't know. I really don't know. It's very metallic. And I mean, maybe on a night where I'm like going out or something, but that is few and far between, where it's like I want a very blingy highlight. I think the color itself is really pretty and unique, very blingy, and I'm not really a fan of the cream part. The bronzer looks really nice. It's definitely more on the warm side, but it was very easy to blend, very easy to work with. It's a true matte bronzer. It looks great, so I'm gonna continue using that. The foundation so far looks really nice. I really like how it looks. The shade Light Warm 24. It's definitely more yellow leaning, which I like. Actually, like I said, I prefer yellow or olive, so the shade match is working out good for me. The Gourmande Girls Lip Oil. Very pleasant on the lips, more of a thin formula, really nice. And then lastly, the ColourPop Liquid Blush looks beautiful on the cheeks. If you're looking for more of a glowy finish to your liquid blush, this would be a really nice option for you, and it's really pretty, like soft pink color, so love that. I think that's all the brand new stuff that I used, so I would love to know your thoughts. What do you think about the things that I used today? Let me know your thoughts because I love hearing from you. And if you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up. That helps me out a lot when you do that. And if you're not already subscribed to my channel, I would love it if you would consider subscribing before you leave. I do upload videos weekly, and I'd love to see you back on my channel again. I want to thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.